probably not surprised to see what you saw from him in the bench, and just talk about the development you've seen from fall camp until now with that kind of
I just think he's just been growing every week, and like I've been telling him all year, when the opportunity presents itself, just make most of what you got. You don't get many opportunities in life to do something special, and I think he's somebody who doesn't take this game for granted any day.
Pretty pumped up, making sure the backfield next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's always nice to have talented guys back there. I'm looking forward to being able to grow with him. Like I've said, I think he has a really good skill set. I think he does some really special things, and it's all about growing up, maturing, and I think he's doing a good job of handling a little bit of success well, and staying poised and being mature.
It's my turn. It's your turn.
Hey, can you talk a little bit about just how your relationship with Baker has developed? Just getting on the same page as far as play calling and what you guys are trying to do out there and how that's developed over the season?
Just getting to know each other, picking up on traits, picking up on habits. I always like to say that if you know the offense as a quarterback, how the offensive coordinator knows it, then you guys are on the same page. So when a play comes in, I know why he calls a play, because of we're thinking the same. So if I can get myself to think the way he can think, then then it becomes clockwork.
What have you learned the most about
Over the past 2 weeks?
Well, just overall the whole season, I guess even going back to the spring, but what have you learned most about him?
The biggest thing I think I've taken away from him is my practice habits, probably. When I'm warming up, being more serious, how I warm up, taking every throw as a throw that I'll need to make in a game. So, when we go out there and we're warming up, it's not just throwing the ball. It's having a thought of where I'm putting the ball in an exact spot, taking the right drop, because how you practice is how you play. So practice makes permanent, and that's one big lesson that he's done a good job of instilling in me, is that the better you practice, the better you'll play. And I mean, it's kind of cliche, and it's kind of like everybody knows that, but I think that's been the biggest part in the growth in me, is how I've practiced, and I've continued to be better at practice and leading guys at practice, and not being quiet and stuff.
Mario, it seemed like from the video that ASU put out, you got a little emotional in the locker room after the game. Is there anything specific about that game that led to your feelings?
It was 6 months since my aunt passing, and then on that same day was my grandma's birthday, so that made me kind of emotional. And my aunt was like my second mom, so yeah, I was kind of hurt that she wasn't there, but I knew she was there in spirit. These guys got my back. They knew what was going on and everything, so that's really the only reason why I was emotional. I don't really cry much, but that really got to me.
Was it extra special? Was it extra special? You got that type of performance on that night?
Most definitely, and to get a W, a comeback, W like that. Just be able to be in the team in the locker room and being able to celebrate with my teammates. Not really. I try to keep my mind off it as much as possible, but my dad ended up calling me, it's been 6 months and stuff like that, so it kind of brought tears to my eyes. And then I was talking to my grandma the whole day that day. And that was her first daughter that passed, so I was kind of hurt, but I knew my grandma was watching. I knew she was kind of bawling out the tears after the game too, so it was emotional. I'm having fun. I'm out there, communicating and having fun. And I see Manny in the end zone with me, and the lineman. I'm just back to being me, regular me, coming out joking around, but also, when it's time to get serious. Everybody looking at me like, what time it is. So, I'm back to being, that same kid I was, you know, freshman year, just a lot more mature and more understanding of the game.
At the start of the season, how's this been the process to get there this season?
So was I nervous?
No, were you at that point at the start of the season, or did you have to still back and get that place?
No, I was healthy. I was healthy in the beginning of the season, you know, but you know, just gotta be patient. And like everybody say, I get stronger as the game goes on. And that goes back to Coach Dave. I got stronger as the season. You know, it's progressing. You know, and, the stuff we did over the summer, stuff we did over the winter, you know, it really helped me. He molded me into practicing like a pro. Him and Coach Simon, you know, and it's only one way to keep going. You know, I don't want to be in a roller coaster the whole year. Just want to keep progressing, keep going up from here.
Who was John in particular?
You know, just, you know, continue to thank God, you know, and just keeping me motivated. And, just basically telling me, you know, what I need to be doing to stay healthy and what I got to do to lead this team to the position we're in now. You know, also with Coach Graham too, you know, I talk to him a lot, and he tells us every week champions are made in November. And, you know, I had to take a big leap in being the leader of the team. You know, and stepping up my game every week and not just being consistent. And you know, listening to this guy on the side of me. You know, but you know, we're just trying to win out in November and see what God has in store for us after the season.
Danny, only 2 negative plays in that game, no turnovers. I know you had to scramble sometimes, but was that as clean a performance in those areas as the offense has had, do you think?
Yeah, I think offensive line did a really good job of, you know, tackles did a good job of setting the pocket at the top. You know, guards were really firm up front. I think I can do a better job of, you know, completing a couple balls here and there. But at the end of the day, we did what we had to do. I think that we're doing a good job of simply just game planning the right way. You know, a couple of times, you know, we have some batted balls and stuff like that, which those are nerve-wracking plays. You know, when the ball's in the air, it's almost never good. So you know, those are some things I can clean up on, of, you know, taking a different drop when we're throwing quick game or whatever it is. And it's just all little things that you know, like I say it every year, you're gonna have issues in games. You know, there's not gonna be any perfect game. So it's just about correcting those, making sure you don't make those same mistakes again, and trying to be flawless as possible.
And you're leading the Pac-12 ASU fewest turnovers. How much of a point of pride is that for you guys?
I'm just trying to do what I was coached to do, and that's own the football. You know, if we're +3 in the turnover margin every game, then, you know, that's what we preach, is to be that every week. And I'm just trying to do my best job of putting us in the position to win football games.
We feel like if we +3 every week, you know, that's an advantage of winning the game. So we go in the game +3 in the turnover ratio, and it's showing the scoreboard, and capitalize and getting the ball back.
Mario, last time you played in the Rose Bowl, you had a pretty solid day and a pretty big win for the program. What do you remember kind of about that day and playing in the Rose Bowl, getting a big win?
Just another day in the office. Just, you know, doing what I'm supposed to do. You know, running hard, blocking, bringing things open for everybody else in the offense. Just another day in the office. You know, I'm going back home. You know, that's 45 minutes from where I'm at, so it's kind of a big game for me. You know, I got a lot of friends in UCLA, SC, so it's gonna be. But you know, I can't let the emotions get to me, and just let it be another day in the office. You know, come to work with my hard hat and toolbox, and going here, Southern California, is going to be vital territory. It's going to be loud. You know, they haven't lost the game at home, so I know they're going to give us their best game. You know, we got to come out and just play the way we've been playing, and get a show up on the scoreboard.
So Demario, when you see what Benjamin did on Saturday, you're probably not surprised. Talk about his development and how much you've been a mentor to
My little bro. Like I said, on Saturday, he don't got no choice but to fill the big shoes that are leaving after this year. You know, and I was kind of nervous at first, you know, because he's a young guy. You know, that's a big game. So it's like, it's kind of nervous. And then I thought about it, like, man, you've been watching me this whole year. So it's like, I know he gonna do what he gotta do. And he came out and balled out. You know, and I'm excited. You know, he's building his confidence every week. He's coming in ready to play. You know, he's starting to practice like a pro. And you know, he's starting to take care of his body more. He's starting to actually learn like the little things about the game, inside and outside of football, on and off the field. So, you know, I'm gonna continue to help him even when I'm not here. Him and Traylon. You know, when I'm not here, I'm still gonna continue to do my job as a big bro and help them out and make sure they good even when I'm not here.
Keelan Thomas had a blocked punt in the fourth, and you guys came on, and that was when Eno was able to capitalize and get that touchdown. What was the feeling when you walked back out onto the field offensively before that drive?
You got the momentum. You know, those are opportunities to push the momentum and get it rolling, really rolling. And you know, you just got to go get points. Anytime defense gets any turnover, whether it's they get a turnover on, you know, our 1 yard line, we got to go get points because it's when you got to capitalize on turnovers. Just simply put like that.
I didn't even know the kick was blocked. But once I heard the kick blocked, I heard the crowd, I was like, oh, the kick just got blocked. And then I'm like, man, we got to go score it right now. We got to go capitalize. He's like, all right, let's go. You know, we ended up capitalizing on that drive, tying the game up. And Brandon came in with the big onside kick. You know, we tried to get the field goal, but it unfortunately didn't happen. But it was the best for us, best situation for us. And, you know, we made the most coming out of halftime.